What's up, my beautiful people? This is Kristen Peoples coming to you at bossofculture.org. I hope you're doing super fabulous today. I hope you are being your true self. I hope you are being who you are put on this earth to be, because that's what life is all about. And what I wanted to talk to you about today was along this same topic. You know, a lot of people are suffering from anxiety and depression. And I have an answer to that. I have an answer as to why a lot of people are suffering. They're suffering and they don't need to be. And I'm going to share that with you. But before we get started, I've noticed that a lot of people are digging my videos. They're watching them, but they're not liking them. They're not engaging in them. And so I need you to smash that like button. I need you to comment below, and I need you to tell me, hey, I see what you're talking about. This video resonates with me. Because when you do that, it just lets YouTube know that you're enjoying these videos. And then when you like it, you guys, it's all about karma, right? You give and you receive. So look out for your girl. Make sure that we get this message out to everyone so that everyone is walking around and loving on themselves, so that we can all be kind to others. So again, just smash that like button, show me some love, and let's get started. So I wanted to get started with an affirmation, but I also wanted to get started with our incense too, because we always have to clear our space. And you guys know I am big on clearing my space. I don't have time for the negativity. I don't have time for negative people and negative thoughts. I don't have time for myself when I'm negative. So today I'm using Lang Lang as the source of clearing our space. And it's a beautiful incense. It's very sensual, very soothing, and I'm lighting it with this beautiful pink mimosa candle. I'm going to link all this stuff below, you guys, so that you can pamper yourself, love on yourself. You know, self-care isn't about just going to get a mani and a pedi. It's more than that. It's how you treat yourself on a daily basis. It's wearing the clothes you want to wear, being around the people you want to be around, just living life to its fullest, right? So I want you to take this opportunity to breathe in with me. Positivity. Take it in, take it in, take it in, and release anything that no longer serves you. Let's do that again. And as we're doing that, I want you to imagine yourself as a cube of ice, right? And within that cube is everything you want out of life. Anything that you can think of that brings you satisfaction and joy and peace. I want you to think of that. And I want you to just marinate in that for a moment. All the things that make you smile, the things that make your heart sing. Breathe that in. Stay in that. Stay in that energy. Stay in that vision. And then I want you to breathe out. And as you're breathing out that cube of ice, just imagine whatever doesn't serve you melting away from you. It's just flowing away from you. It's a hot summer day and you're this chunk of ice, and the only thing that's left is the beautiful icicle in the middle. So let it all flow away from you, what is no longer serving you. How you feel? I feel good. And I hope you do too. So I have an affirmation. And this affirmation, as with all the affirmations I pull on a daily, it is so fitting for today's message. And it's a quote to meditate on. And it comes to you from Lama Thubden Yeshe. The human mind has the potential for infinite development. If you can discover even in a small way, that true satisfaction comes from your mind, you will realize that you can extend this experience without limit, and that it is possible to discover everlasting satisfaction. You guys, take that to heart, because true happiness comes from within. And I think we got it twisted somewhere along the way that happiness comes from money, although money does help. Money is something that definitely helps you achieve some of the things that you want to enjoy in life. But at the end of the day, it's the freedom to be ourselves. And a lot of us are walking around right now with imposter syndrome. And I will be the first to tell you, I don't talk about any experience on any of these videos unless I have experienced them myself, you know? I am blunt, I am open and honest, and I'll be the first to tell you that when I was in the thick of my anxiety and depression, like when it was really, really, really bad, it was because I was trying to be something that I am not. And how many of us are walking around day after day trying to live up to other people's expectations of you, whether it be in your personal life or your professional life, and you just aren't happy? You're not happy because you're not living in the flow of who you truly are. And at the end of the day, if you ask anyone what it is they truly want out of life, it is to love and be loved, and it is to have freedom. And if you can't love yourself, how the heck are you going to love somebody else? How the heck are you going to love this life that you're living? And if you don't have a sense of freedom, well then, what is it all for? You know, we have these conditions on us, right? We have society telling us how we should act, how we should talk, how we should dress, what we should do, what we should listen to. We have religion telling us how we're supposed to act. We have jobs telling us how we're supposed to act. But everything we need is within us. You know good and darn well, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, you have that voice deep down inside telling you, you know you shouldn't be doing it, don't you? You have that. We all have that, good and bad, in us. We don't need anyone telling us what's best for us, because at the end of the day, we know what's best for us. But the problem is that we're listening to everyone but ourselves. And that is why it's so important for us to tap into who we truly are. Because when you have that opportunity to tap into who you are, you can start to enjoy life. You can wake up in the morning and be excited for the day, because you know that you are going to live a day with intention, and that intention is to live a day of flow, a day of ease, a day of happiness, a day of joy, a day of peace. You set the tone. You are the director of this movie. And I got another video that I said this in. I've said this so many times in so many different other ways, but sometimes it takes different messages to reach certain, different people. And I get every message is not going to touch the soul of every person. So if I got to repeat some things and say it in a different way just so that it can reach you, and if it makes your life better and elevates you, then I've done that is my goal. That is my intention that I set when I do these videos, and I have succeeded, right? So, and my goal every time I turn this camera on is to touch at least one person, to change at least one person's life. Because I know all too well what it's like to live being fake. Point blank, period. You know, for many years within my career, I was fake. I was a chameleon. I was who you wanted me to be. You know, I was who, when I walked in, I was an actress. I had a script and I hit it every second. And that resulted into eating me up inside, because I was not free to be me. And you know what I've noticed? And some religious people may turn away from this video at this point. You know, this video is meant for whoever this video is meant for. I do respect religion, but I also consider myself a very spiritual person. I'm very connected to God in every single way. And I feel that a person should be able to live in the freedom of who they truly are. And I know that people, a lot of people, with it being Gay Pride Month, are coming out. A lot of people are making a lot of announcements on their Instagrams. They're saying them on their YouTube videos. Um, Local DJs and everyone, I'm just seeing everyone just come out. And I celebrate people in being who they are, because can you imagine walking around trapped in who you are and just being miserable? I was. And I know all too well. So when people can't live out loud in terms of who they love, that's up to them. And it is not for anyone to judge, to walk around and tell people who you should be loving. That's not you. This is not your life. You have no business telling people how they should be living. Do you. And do you authentically. And when we start learning to mind our own business and doing what's best for us, the world would be we would be in a better place. Because right now we got so many people walking around trying to dictate how we should live our lives and who we should be. And then you got everyone walking around upset and unhappy and sick. Because all this stuff does, when you bury yourself, and that's all you're doing, is you're hiding yourself, you're burying yourself, you're not free to be who you are, you make yourself sick. And it manifests in your body as all kinds of things. You find yourself coming home and drinking. You find yourself coming home and smoking that weed. And hey, if you drink and smoke weed, power to you. It's when you let it take over you. You got to pop that pill so you can cope. But what makes you happy? Because if you're truly happy, you are high off life all day, every day. You know what I love about being at home? And my kids and my husband can tell you this. I am super silly. My friends can come over. I can be me. I can just, I love my home because I decorate my home the way I want it to be. I eat what I want to eat in a day. I do it within moderation because I know if I eat too much today, I know I need to work out tomorrow. But it's about knowing what makes me happy. I am not going to deprive myself of ice cream if I know I want some. But I'm not going to eat it every single day. And that's with everything in life. We got to learn to enjoy life. We have to learn to say, you know what? This is me. Take it or leave it. And if you don't like it, bye, Felicia. Seriously. Seriously. And I think that's what the problem is. How many of you are walking around day after day trying to talk a certain way, sit a certain way, you're wearing your hair a certain way. You can't wear those dreads to work because what? They might look at you a certain way. They may not take you seriously, but you really don't want to wear your hair that way. What if you really want to wear that dress or that shirt to that party or that lunch or whatever, but you're afraid of what people have to say? I look at some of my friends on Facebook. I look at some of my friends on Instagram, and they are just expressing the heck out of themselves. And you know what? I love it, because there were times when these same people I knew cared about what other people thought about them. And I guess they've reached a point in their life like me. The hell with what you think about me. Because if you don't like me for who I am or how I express myself, I don't need you in my life. You are making me small. You are dimming my light. You guys, we are all expressions of God in His own image. Whether you like what your neighbor is doing or not, we are all expressions. And we all have the right to express ourselves the way we want to. So how are you expressing yourself? What are you holding back is actually the real question. And have you gotten to the point in your life where you're like, I don't care what you think. This is me. Take it or leave it. Gotta make sure my flame is good here. Take it or leave it. So if you find yourself burying, I always talk about burying your talents, burying your gifts. I also talk about today burying who you are inside. Are you dead? Is your career killing you? Is your marriage killing you? Is this facade you put up every single day killing you? Is the fact that you can't stand looking at yourself in the mirror every day because you're trying to be something that you're not killing you? Check yourself and ask yourself, who am I living for? What am I doing it for? Whatever you do in a given day, ask yourself, who am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? And if it's not to please you at the end of the day, if it's to please someone else, then that is the root of your anxiety and depression, because you are not living in who you were put here to be. When you know you are in alignment, when everything flows. You know what I've been noticing? I've been noticing since I have been in flow, and I just wake up in the morning and I say, Lord, have your way. May I walk through this day with ease. May I walk through this day in love and light, and let whatever happens, happens. And I don't fight it, because I know that what God wants for me, and God is connected to my higher self, so I want the best for me. I'm in good hands. I'm protected. I'm blessed. I'm blessed everywhere I turn, because you know what? Why? I declare that every single day. I am free right now because I am living in my truth. I am no longer fake. But I tell you, baby, when I was fake, when I was living that fake life with that title that everyone was just like, oh, you're an engineer, you're so smart, you're making all this money, I was so freaking unhappy. You guys, it's not about what you have, what car you drive, where you work, what signage is on your desk, what purse you carry. None of that stuff makes you happy. At the end of the day, it's being able to face yourself and living the way you want to live. So I challenge you this day. Live out loud. Live out loud the way in your true expression. And make you happy. Make you number one. That best friend you got that tells you, oh, girl, you are the best. Oh, you look fabulous. You need to be that to yourself. You need to not be afraid. Step out on faith. So I hope this message has been helpful to someone. Again, I don't make this message for everybody. If you don't want to receive it, that's fine. But for those of you who love yourselves and you want to see yourself elevate, and you want to see yourself just enjoying life each and every single day, come on over to freedom. Be authentically you. And before I go, I want to pull, as we're talking about success. Now see, I bought this by mistake. I thought I was buying a box of matches. But again, this was a beautiful surprise for me, because this is called Spark Success, 50 Ways to Thrive and Achieve. And I'm going to link this in the description box below, as well as the incense and the meditation and the candle as well too. So make sure you guys elevate your space. Give yourself some positive energy. So what I like about these, you guys, again, I opened this up thinking that these were matches to light my candles and incense and sage, and it's not. It's something even better. It's a message on each and every one of these. I thought this was so freaking cool. Surround yourself with supportive, positive people who encourage you. Light that fire. Those people that are all about you being your authentic self, that's who you need to be around. Let me repeat that. Surround yourself with supportive, positive people who encourage you. And my friend, my beautiful people, I am that for you. So again, comment below. I want to know, have you been hiding yourself? And when do you intend on setting yourself free? Until next time, I am Kristen Peoples with bossupculture.org. Visit us at bossupculture.org. I love you, and stay beautiful, stay blessed, and always be yourself. Bye.